How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night Macedo versus DUMONT 2, apparently. Appreciate you guys, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Links are down in the description below for my Twitch, my Twitter. I also have a Patreon if you want to support me further. Links are down in the description below for all of that. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's take a look at our rankings. Updated as of Sunday, week 4. Not much going on at heavyweight. At light heavyweight, Dominic Reyes moving up a little bit after Ozdemir loses to Shogun Rua. After that, we've got MVP moving down a little bit after losing to Masvidal. In a pretty interesting fight, Jeremy Kennedy, of course, getting a big win over Conor McGregor at 301. He will be challenging for the lightweight championship next. Featherweight, Conor McGregor moves down a little bit. He will stay at featherweight, and hopefully he can get something done there. At bantamweight, Yadong Song, no longer a champion after losing to Sanhagen. His next challenger will be Thomas Almeida. Flyweight, nothing going on. At featherweight, Kayla Harrison moves down. She has not been doing well at all. Nothing at bantamweight, nothing at flyweight, and nothing at strawweight. The next upcoming fight cards are going to be Fight Night Ngannou versus Rumble Johnson 2. Also got Carlos Condit and Tyron Woodley, Luke Rockhold and Phil Davis, Joey Davis and Santiago Ponzinibbio. We've got Dern versus Agapova, Lingo versus Hooper, and then our next pay-per-view is going to be UFC 302 Nardiev versus Luque 2 at Madison Square Garden. 4 titles are on the line: the featherweight, flyweight, women's featherweight, and welterweight titles. They are on the line in that one. That should be a good one. Let's get into this fight night, though. Macedo versus DUMONT taking place in Kentucky. First up, we have Jiyeon Kim taking on Manjeet Kolakar in the flyweight division, I believe. And we have Kolakar getting the unanimous decision victory here today. Moving along, Ryo Hada taking on Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson, who is a huge underdog, and Hada knocks out Mighty Mouse in just 32 seconds. Gotta wonder when Mighty Mouse might retire, actually. Khabib Nurmagomedov also not doing very well in this save, taking on Anthony Rocco Martin. He's lost 5 times in this save. He's lost 3 out of his last 5 fights. Lost to Ben Askren his last time up. He takes on Anthony Rocco Martin, and Khabib gets a unanimous decision win. So good for him. Hopefully he can climb his way up the rankings once again. He's calling out Ray Cooper III for some reason. Kai Asakura, who I believe in real life is signing with the UFC, taking on Umar Nurmagomedov at 135. And it's Umar getting the win via TKO in round number 2. Love to see it. And he's calling out Thomas Deek. Alptekin Oshkalik taking on Will Campazano. Campazano did miss weight for flyweight, and he gets a knockout over Oshkalik. He's going to be moving up to bantamweights, so a little bit of a tougher task in front of him. Tiffany Teo taking on Shante Buote. She's already very popular, mid-level national, making her debut out of Invicta, and it is Shante Buote getting the win via rear naked choke here. The Canadian getting it done. Poliana Botello taking on Priscilla Cachoeira at 125, and it is Cachoeira getting the unanimous decision victory here today. Isabella De Padua taking on So Yul Kim at 115, and it is De Padua getting the unanimous decision victory here today. She is 500 in her UFC career thus far. Locke Yep taking on Teddy San Miguel in the flyweight division. I believe this is the debut for both of these guys, and Teddy San Miguel gets the submission victory in round number 2, and that was in fact his debut win. Ibrahim Chuzagayev taking on Carl Baby K. Roberson in the middleweight division in our final prelim, and it's Carl Baby K. Roberson getting a big win over a ranked middleweight. And he's on a little winning streak now. Interesting to see if he ends up getting ranked as a result. Ricardo Ramos taking on Zabit Magomed Sharipov in our opening main card contest in the featherweight division, and we have Zabit coming out on top via TKO in round number 1, number 15 in the division. He was on a 2-fight losing streak, but gets it on track. Former interim champion, I believe. The All-American Chris Weidman at light heavyweight taking on Anthony Lionheart Smith at 205. Lionheart Smith with a small 2-inch reach advantage. And it is the All-American Chris Weidman knocking out Lionheart Smith in round number 1. Number 10 in the light heavyweight division. 2 straight wins in the division since moving up. You gotta love it. Chris Weidman making a little bit of a resurgence. T-City Brian Ortega at 145. Taking on Pavel Vitruk. Taller than him by 4 inches and a big favorite. But Vitruk, a TKO victory 45 seconds into round number 2. A big underdog getting a win over T-City here today. Now 4-0 in his UFC career. Tatiana Suarez taking on Stamp Fairtex in a huge fight at strawweight. Can't believe that Stamp Fairtex has lost quite a couple of fights, 2 to be exact. Lost to Rose Namajunas, then lost to Harika Tiburcio. Bounce back win over Amanda Hebos, and she faces Tatiana Suarez, number 7 in the division, coming off a loss to Carla Esparza. Suarez is the small favorite, but it is Stamp Fairtex getting a TKO win over Tatiana Suarez in round number 2. Stamp Fairtex making her case, trying to get back to a title shot at 115. Co-main event is up next. Pyotr taking on Kakeru Fuma in the bantamweight division. Fuma, just 25 years old, only loss is to Yadong Song. Other than that, perfect in his UFC career thus far. High-level national everywhere as well. Mid-level national, though, is Pyotr the former bantamweight champion on a 2-fight winning streak. Duquesnoy and Pettis taking on Kakeru Fuma in our co-main event, and it is no mercy. Pyotr getting the TKO win in the 3rd round. A great fight overall. Interesting to see. He's calling out Corey Sandhagen. Not 100% sure if he's going to be next. I'm pretty sure it's Thomas Almeida, but interesting to see. Veronica Macedo taking on Norma Dumont in our main event of the evening. Macedo, number 4 in the bantamweight division, 3 straight wins under her belt. On the other side, you have Norma Dumont coming off of 2 straight wins, Ronda Rousey and Kaliso Sangsorn. It should be a good one. It is our main event of the evening. Let's go ahead and get it underway. Josh Rosenthal is our referee. If Norma Dumont is able to get a takedown, she could get, right head kick, she could get a submission victory. Elbow from the clinch. Trip takedown attempt, unable to get it. Macedo with a Kimura attempt, can't get it. Minute left to go in round number 1 with our main event of the evening. Macedo and Dumont. Round 1 comes to a close. Dumont 10-9. As always, be on the lookout for not just these UFC save videos, but also my W3 videos. I've been streaming that a lot more. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've already reached mid-level regional. Also, my out of the park baseball videos. Those are going to be a little more sparingly uploaded, but I will still be doing that. I also might stream this game that I found, like an app on my phone. I might stream that, honestly. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like WMMA 5 a little bit. I believe it's called like MMA World or something like that. Project MMA is what it's called. I might be streaming that. Might try to record gameplay if I can. Not 100% sure. I might just upload it to YouTube, honestly. But yeah, that's something that I found and I thought it was pretty cool. It's very time consuming, but it is pretty fun. Definitely a game you can play like on a plane ride, or if you're taking a very long time in the bathroom or something like that. It is pretty cool. So I'll probably upload a little bit something about that in the coming days. But I appreciate you guys as always, as this main event has not had a lot go on with it. But again, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you have not already done so. Definitely a lot more UFC save videos coming in the near future. We just had our first main event where it's a fighter that, you know, got generated by the game. which is pretty fun. Mei Rong Ho, or Hu, however you want to pronounce it. She will be fighting for the title next, so that should be interesting. From the clinch, only 3 years it took to get a generated fighter to the top of a division. Okay, also Sukawaki is going to be fighting for the interim light heavyweight title against Shogun Rua, who I had the pleasure of watching this past weekend as I'm recording this at UFC 274. He did not have a very good showing, Shogun Rua. It is what it is. He's a legend. It sucked hearing everybody boo, but it is what it is. It was a very boring submission attempt, and that is it. Like I mentioned, submission win for Norma the Immortal Dumont via leg lock in round number 4. She is now on a 4-fight winning streak, a 3-fight winning streak. Her only losses coming to Aspen Ladd and Marina Mokhnat-Kina, who are very, very good fighters. Gotta love it. Norma Dumont, 6,500 in attendance in Kentucky. Nice gate as well. Let's give out some bonuses. Who had the best fight of the night? Not seeing very much. Let's give it to Jan and Fuma. Any first round finishes? We got Rio Hada. We've got Carl Baby K. Roberson. We've got Chris Weidman, and we've got Zabit. Gotta love it. Handing out a lot of money, and we made a little bit of profit either way. Highest paid fighters are Stamp Fairtex, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Pyotr Jan. Go ahead and skip that. But like I mentioned, yeah, be on the lookout for all those videos. Appreciate you guys as always. Follow me on Twitch, on Twitter. Links are down in the description below. Follow me anywhere you would care to, honestly. I also have a Patreon that you guys can subscribe to if you guys want to support me even further. There's Patreon limits as low as $5. Yeah, any way you guys can support me, I appreciate it. I'm AZPlow21, and yeah, I will see you guys at the fights.